If we're being honest, every bug that has ever existed in the history of planet Earth should automatically go in the F tier. There are no redeeming qualities. I'm not playing. When I see them, it's on sight. But I'm putting down my haterade just for a few minutes to rank every bug out there for this tier list. You're welcome. Also, I just realized how similar insects are to Pokemon, but instead of catching them all, I'm gonna be ranking them all. Anyway, I broke the list down into 6 different categories, starting with all the flying bugs. Pop quiz. What's worse than a bug? A bug that can fly! Yeah, that's right, you bum buzzer. Look at you missing your legs. Who's laughing now, huh? You dig through trash because you are trash. You're a buzzkill and I hate you. F for flies. Hey, we're off to a great start. Who's next? Oh my god, is that a butterfly? This is one of the few bugs that I actually like. Pretty much every butterfly out there is pretty, but some of them just blow my mind. Look at this glass-winged butterfly. You can see right through it. That's an S in my book. Or this dragon tail butterfly. It has the word dragon in its name. Also, Dragon Tail is a Pokemon move. Dragon Tail Butterfly, use Dragon Tail. That's an S, and butterflies as a whole also get an S. Now here's another bug with the word dragon in it. You might think that dragonflies are also cool, but don't be fooled. Imagine a regular housefly, but 20 times bigger and 5 times as fast. This is not cool. This is a nightmare, but it does have dragon in its name, so I'll give it a B. Fireflies, on the other hand, have a cool name and can glow. I'm sorry, what? This is a bug that can glow. Are you hearing this? How would that not be an S? Next up, this is a hammerhead shark. This is not a bug, but a stalk-eyed fly is. Notice any similarities? As much as I want to give this a good ranking, let's be real, it looks so stupid. And for some reason also like Sid the Sloth. You know what? Screw it. Just for that, I'm giving it an S. For someone who hates bugs, I've given a lot of bugs an S, haven't I? Let's fix that. Wasp. Do I really need to say more? They sting. Not only that, but unlike a bee, a wasp can sting you as many times as they want. Alright, we get it. You can stop now. Alright, enough! F. Speaking of bees, look, I know how important they are, okay? They pollinate flowers and they make honey. It's great and they should get an S, but they sting. And I've gotten a lot more stings from bees than wasps, so unfortunately Buzzing Bumblebee gets a humble B. Goliath Beetle. Yes, only the Goliath Beetle. The rest of the beetles come later on. Don't look at me, okay? ChatGPT organized the list. Anyway, initially I was terrified of this bug. I mean, look at it. Then I found out that these things are absolute units. They can lift 850 times their own weight, and they can weigh up to 100 grams. That's 85 kilograms. I'm American and I know that's a lot. Most humans can't even lift that. Plus their hardened outer wings are called elytra. I've got to give it a solid A. Oh no. Cicada is next, isn't it? Is there even a single redeeming quality of cicadas? They look like an overgrown fly. They shed their skin or whatever that thing is everywhere. And don't get me started about that stupid noise they make. Why are you yelling? Why are you always yelling? Just shut up for once, please. Shut up. Shh. If you like cicadas, there is something deeply wrong with you. F. Next up are moths, which are really just uglier, hairier versions of butterflies. Don't get me wrong, there are some cool moths like the Luna Moth, which is definitely an S, and the Rosy Maple Moth, which I'll give an A. But the rest of them, like the Vampire Moth, cool name by the way, they get a B. And that's all the flying bugs done. The next category is ground crawlers, starting with caterpillars, which are just unevolved butterflies and moths, and until they evolve, they're kinda lame. C. Worms are just caterpillars that can't evolve. D. Centipedes are just worms with 100 legs. And then there's also the human centipede. If you don't know what the human centipede is, I suggest you grab a barf bucket, just in case. Imagine Legos connected to each other, except the Legos are people and this is the mouth, and this is the butt. Yeah. And so when the first person eats something, everything's fine until... yeah. F. And millipedes are just centipedes with 1,000 legs, so you can probably guess where I'm gonna rank it. F. Ants are some of the smartest bugs on this list. In fact, they're a lot like humans. They've colonized 6 different continents, creating giant ant cities. They have a social hierarchy. They go to war with each other. They farm and domesticate livestock. They create medicine. They know how to problem solve. Some even have slaves working for them. What's more human than that? And they outnumber humans 2.5 million to 1. I have to give ants an S. Next up, termites are bugs that can eat wood. I'm sorry, what? This is a bug that can eat wood. Are you hearing this? I would say S, but it did just eat my house, so I'll give it an A. Back in college, one of my bio lab professors gave us some extra credit if we collected 10 of these roly-polies. I didn't because no way I was gonna dig through dirt for 10 of these things, but a cute girl in my class did. In fact, she collected 20 and gave 10 of them to me to hand in. But as we got closer, her boyfriend got jealous and made her cut contact with me. So as a bittersweet memory of these things, I'll give it a C. Crickets and grasshoppers are next, and honestly, I can't tell them apart. I just know that one likes to hop a lot and the other likes to laugh at bad jokes. Shut up. They both get a C. And to wrap up the ground crawlers, we have the rest of the beetles. Yes, I know I did the glides beetle with the flying bugs. Don't ask me, ask ChatGPT. Anyway, there are some really cool beetles out there, like the brush jewel beetle, which gets an A, and the jewel scarab, which literally looks like it's made of gold. It gets an S. The bombardier beetle gets a B because they can blast boiling substances to burn bodies, including their own. Then there's the dung beetle, which literally rolls around a ball of shit. It gets an F, and beetles overall get a B. And that's all the ground crawlers done. I've lumped up the next category between predators, parasites, and pests, starting with the praying mantis. Did you know the female mantis sometimes bites off the head of the male after mating? I don't know if I should feel disturbed or turned on. Also, there's a praying mantis in Kung Fu Panda. A. Spiders are terrifying. Based on looks alone, I would give them an F. But did you know spider silk is made from a liquid called dope and is stronger than steel, making scenes like this actually possible? That's pretty dope if you ask me. Also, Spider-Man. I think that deserves an S. And here's actually a cute spider, the peacock spider. I'll give that an A. And here is a sexy spider, Black Widow. Oops, wrong Black Widow. Nope, still the wrong one. That's a black window. There we go. Black Widow spiders definitely get an S. And from the cutest to the sexiest to the ugliest, tarantulas get an F. I'll also throw in daddy longlegs, not an actual spider, but close enough. It gets a C. For some reason, spiders also remind me of scorpions. These things look badass. They also glow under UV light. Why? Nobody knows, but who cares? It looks cool. But you know what doesn't look cool? The Scorpion King. That face looks rough. Crazy to think that this came out the same year as this.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Anyway, scorpions get an A. Mosquitoes are next and spread malaria, which has killed 50 billion people. That's half of the humans that have ever lived. What's wrong with you? Who needs Thanos when you have mosquitoes? If there was a tier lower than F, they'd be another 10 tiers below that. I genuinely can't put this in F with the rest of the bugs. You know what? I'll put it here in the very bottom corner of the list, away from everyone else. Now here's a bug that even mosquitoes can't kill. Cockroaches. Cockroaches are like the flies of the ground. They dig through trash because they are trash. Even their name sucks cock. Roaches. And they won't flippin' die. F. Speaking of getting shot, this is how a sting from a bullet ant feels like. That's a lot of blood. Can someone call an ambulance? You're looking at the #1 most painful stinger in the world, and that deserves a #1 spot on the tier list. S. Next up are stink bugs, and they stink. That's all. F. Lastly are fleas, ticks, and lice. Do I know the difference? Nope. I just know that I hate them all. F's all around. And that's all the predators, parasites, and pests done. Next up is a quick category, the masters of camouflage. First up is the stick bug, which looks like a stick. S. We got the leaf bug, it looks like a leaf. A. The dead leaf butterfly looks, well, like a dead leaf. A. The orchid mantis not only looks like an orchid, but also kind of like a shiny praying mantis. S. The ghost mantis looks like, well, actually I don't know what it looks like. But I mean, just look at it. It definitely does not look like a bug. A. The hummingbird hawk moth looks like a hummingbird, but to be honest, it actually looks like a furry fish with wings. Tell me you guys see it. It gets a B. And lastly, the assassin bug doesn't really look like much on its own, but it does wear the corpses of its victims, specifically ants, to blend in. That is terrifying. A. And that's all the masters of camouflage done. Now we got some miscellaneous bugs that didn't really fit anywhere else, like silverfish. I don't know how a silverfish got on a bug tier list, but I honestly would have given it a good ranking if it weren't for the fact that they keep spawning out of cages and jumping out of rocks and chasing me, and I can't even hit them. Like, come on, bro. C. Ladybugs are next, and don't ask me why these are in miscellaneous and not with the rest of the flying bugs, okay? Ask ChatGPT. Anyway, they don't really do much but look cute, so I'll give them an A. Speaking of cute, the giant weta is most certainly not cute. This is the biggest bug in the world. It's so big, I wouldn't blame you if you thought this was a small rodent. Bugs are not meant to be this big. These aren't dinosaur times when 8-foot-long centipedes roam the earth. This is 2025. Giant wetas are an easy F. So many bugs in F, I'm running out of room. There we go, back to the video. And to wrap up the miscellaneous category, I got 2 aquatic bugs, the water strider and the giant water bug. One is a cute little critter that is actually Jesus and can walk on water, and the other bites your toe off. A and D. With that done, I just have one more category left. There's a bunch of bugs I've never heard of before doing this video, so I'm just gonna rapid fire list them and rank them one by one. First up, earwigs, D. Book lice, D. Bark lice, D. Aphids, wait, I actually know this one. Ants milk aphids for honeydew. I'm also pretty sure that thousands of these things invaded my peach tree a few years back. They get an F. Springtails get a D. Thrips, D. Firebrand, D. I just noticed I'm giving a lot of these D, aren't I? To be fair, they're all very ugly. I'll switch it up and give stoneflies a C. Mayflies sound like they might actually be pretty. Oh my god, there's like a million of them. Never mind, F. Flatted planthopper nymph. Okay, are we just grabbing bugs from hell now? What am I even looking at? What are these things? F. Creatonotus get. What the hell are these names? Oh my god. That is nightmare fuel. It looks like if venom invaded a moth's butt and turned into a hairy starfish. What a great way to finish the tier list. F. And that's it. That's all the bugs done. Do you guys agree with the list? If not, let me know in the comments what you would change. Other than that, I'll see you in a bit.